Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Luke, in the Keepin' It Real studio, and this podcast that I'm about to drop is really, I think, an amazing conversation, but I do have to apologize and say that everything was set up, but the microphone was not hooked up to my computer to record the audio, so the audio is going to be a little weird. It is the audio from this camera. So I really hope you guys enjoy the conversation. Please do not mind the audio. It's really not that bad, but it's not the same as having these beautiful microphones that I purchased for making podcasts, but I didn't remember to plug it in. So that's a neck on me, but guys, hope you enjoy the podcast. Thank you very much. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I am back with another podcast. I'm very happy. I'm very excited to announce my guest. Guys, feel a little tight. All right, we're good. Alright, we're good. Yeah. Guys, this is my boy, Roman. We have an elite track runner in the building right now. We gotta give a little moment of silence. Elite track runner. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
What's up, man? I'm doing good, you know, just me and Luke go way back. Middle school years, soccer, yeah.
Dude, travel soccer, we played on the same soccer team. I think we were maybe 11 or 12 years old.
Yeah, I don't even remember, but all I know is we were the fast ones. We were the fast ones.
So we thought. At least I thought. I thought I was the fast one. But yeah, we played travel soccer way back in the day. High school is really when everybody, you know, separates and starts finding their friends and figures out, like, all right, these are my friends. Maybe I want to take sports more serious, less serious, and that's kind of
which sports you want to go to.
Which sports you want to take serious, because you stopped playing soccer, right? And
then so I did soccer freshman year of high school, and then once I got into track, I realized that I like track like way more. It's like I like the friend groups there too, so I stopped doing high school soccer too, and I started doing cross country instead.
Cross country instead. Yeah. So. And was the cross-country track team, so you went to a different high school than me too, and was it a little bit better coaching? Did you go there and realize, like, damn, these guys actually know what they're talking about, I'm going to be able to see myself reach another level that I didn't even think I could maybe do?
Yeah, so what happened with me, the reason why I actually ended up dropping soccer is, so I did travel all throughout freshman year, as well as high school soccer and track.
Okay.
And it actually got to a point where, as a freshman, I made freshman nationals in the 400 meters. So the time to hit was like 53. I hit like 52.
Good for you, man.
So we were like, wow, like this is actually, like, I'm going to nationals as a freshman. That's hype. And we thought about it, and we just realized that, like, especially with travel, like, there's just a lot going on between practice and travel. And I was always kind of like an aggressive soccer player. Like, I just like got into the action.
He would be like a bull in a china shop. You run through every. Next thing you know, he would have an empty net, score a goal. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah. I had awful skill. I was really bad at, like, with ball dribbling and stuff. But I'll run through people. I'll run around people.
Respect.
Like, yeah.
I had to give him that.
But because of my aggressive, like, play style, like, my parents are afraid I get injured a lot, so we just decided to just drop soccer, focus on running, and I made a lot of friends my freshman year of track, so I had a good friend group.
Total different type of kids, right? Soccer and track. You got soccer, I guess it's kind of the cool kids, some of them not the wannabe cool kids, I guess. And then track is more...
Yeah, track's
normal kids, low-key. Like, I look back at it now, and I'm like, damn, those cross-country kids are just a little bit more normal.
Yeah, no, they were... really good group, just like had the same like lifestyle and like mindset that I had, of just getting better, just working together, like even though like running doesn't seem like it's like a team sport, it really is. Everyone helps each other out. So that's why I ended up dropping soccer, moving into track.
Best move all around, long term.
Yeah, I mean, I still do miss like just running by people and stuff, scoring, but
goals.
I can't kick a soccer ball for life right now. But
it's been a while, right? I was out there today playing, trying to get warmed up. But all right, where are we going? All right, we'll start this off. Also, my boy Roman goes hard in the chess. Let's talk about chess a little bit, because I don't know too much about chess. I don't know too much. I want to touch it, and then we'll leave, and then I don't want to act too stupid. But I do watch. Every once in a while, it'll pop up Magnus Carlsen.
Of course.
And he's the pro right now. He's the champ right now. And
he's the man.
How old is he?
I never checked.
He's
like
20s,
right?
He's like 26,
Yeah,
I think.
he was a
very
beast.
young.
He was like 13. He was like a prodigy, right?
Oh yeah, 13. He was already.
What do you think? He was born with that kind of like brain? Could just do that, like just see the pieces and just like figure out the rhythms and the patterns.
Well, so all the grandmasters, they definitely like born with like talent, like just hitting inside them. But it's all hard work. Like he's just straight studying, straight practicing.
I know you're trying to take it a little bit more serious, right? Because I saw the post on Instagram.
Yeah, so I've always been playing since I was like a little kid and everything. Like I got up to like a level that was very good for my age. I was in like the top, like actually like 99% of like juniors. Is what they call them, like, under 21. But I never really like went above and beyond. Like I just kind of was like, I'm a good chess player. Like it's just like a cool thing.
Fun. It's what I do.
Yeah. But recently, so I went to University of Connecticut before I transferred to TCNJ, and the chess club there, they had an international master that came like every now and then, helped us out.
That's cool.
And that really got me started to like really want to play more tournaments and get myself up there.
Challenge yourself almost, right?
Yeah, and the past like 2 years, I've been studying a lot more, playing a lot more, and I got up to like a level that I didn't even think I could get to. I'm almost a national master, and I hit the candidate master I think a year ago. But so I'm almost.
I don't know
there.
too much, but that sounds bad.
Yeah,
that sounds good. That sounds good.
I will never be like a grandmaster though. That's just like those guys.
That's like their whole life.
They study so much. I don't have that patience.
Do they have to study? Is there textbooks? I'm assuming there's probably past generation people that have wrote stuff.
Oh yeah. There's a database of like all like the pro like games and stuff. And just to put in perspective, like it's these guys, they know like what they're gonna play within like 20-30 moves, just like without like. They will start the game and like not even have to use their brain for like the first like 30 moves because they just study it. It's in their head, and then as soon as
do certain stuff the same way.
The only time they really start thinking about stuff is like when somebody plays a move that isn't like in their brain yet. Like it's like out of the book is what they call it, off the book.
Oh yeah,
brand new game. That's when they start thinking. So it's actually like kind of insane how just like how many moves and everything they have in their head that they just like know out of my level. Like I can never do that, but I can be as good as I can.
You can try. You can try. Nah, but it's such a complicated game. But I tried watching it. I think I used to play back in the day. I played checkers, played a little bit of chess. But
everyone's touched the chessboard.
Everyone's touched it. At least they think they touched it. So I think back in the day, I was good at that. But nevertheless, all right. So you said you were at UConn. I wanted to talk. How was UConn? So that was D1 track, right?
D1 track.
So recruited throughout Robbinsville when you were in high school?
Yeah, so the way I got involved with UConn is my coach at Robbinsville at that time, he actually was coached by the coach at UConn.
Okay.
So he sent him an email just to let him know about me. I was never really like recruited. The coach kind of just brought me on as like a walk-on and was like, hey, we'll give you a shot. I was like, I'll take it. It sounds hype and everything. But what I realized as soon as I started like going there is it really wasn't my vibe. Like everyone there was just so much better than me.
Really?
Everyone. Really? It was insane. Like my times like for high school were pretty good. Like not like national level.
All right, so what did you run in high school? Like what
I ran 400, 800. My 400 was like 49.50. My 800 was like 157. So it's like times that'll get you like to states and everything.
Certain looks at certain aspects.
Yeah, but it just wasn't like the next level, and that's what D1 like is all about. It's the kids that will go to nationals and place,
and then eventually probably go to the Olympics, right?
Yeah, like they could go pro. Right? Yeah. So I got to UConn, and I was just like, these kids are just so much better than me. It was just like I felt so out of place.
Was it like they're so focused on running and getting better, and you were like, whoa, like I'm just trying to figure this shit out?
Not even that. They weren't even like super focused. They didn't even have to try.
It came so natural.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god, that's gotta be frustrating.
And I came from an environment where I was like kind of like one of the best kids in the school.
Yeah.
And I came into a spot where I was like barely even a name on the team, and I'm just like, the coach had a lot of pressure on me in terms of he just kept reminding me like, hey, there's a time trial. if you don't do well, you're off the team. Like, I dreaded practice. It was like every single day was just stress,
pure anxiety.
Yeah, and then for instance at TCNJ, practices, like I look forward to them. I love being with everyone. I love like leading workouts.
Not as much intensity and
and just the level. Like D3 is just a lot less, but it's still like everyone still trains like as much as like you would at D1, but it's just like a different mentality. But yeah, so I ended up the time trial. I did well for me. It was a 1K, which I never even ran before. It was on an indoor track, shitty indoor track.
The indoor track is so annoying.
It was like 3 lanes. It was bad, and I ran a pretty good time for me. Like I went through at like 2:01, which is around my indoor PR at that time. Those guys went through at 2:24, which is like 154, 800, and like I was very much behind them. So coach took me out, and he was like, "Yeah, you won't be able to race some meets." So you.
Oh, that's gotta be like embarrassing.
It was it was bad, dude. I was
just
just
there where you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to like change schools." Is that like when you started thinking about
like this happened like mid-November before Thanksgiving break, and over winter break, I just
freshman year too, so that's a lot of freshman year. That's a lot. I wasn't doing anything freshman year, and I was still struggling in school.
Yeah,
I was still struggling in school.
I got to this like school 3.5 hours away from me. It's a brand new environment, barely know anyone, and now I'm just thinking about like what do I do? Like I can't even do the things that I love. Yeah. So actually, so the first semester kind of ended on a bad note, but second semester I was like pushing to transfer, but I actually found the chess club there, and those kids actually became like some of my close friends. Like a couple of them I still talk to like 2 years later, and they were the ones that like maybe found like happiness in chess.
There you go.
Pushed me. And so I guess like there was like some good things that came from UConn. Yeah. But track wise, no. That was not the move for me.
It was getting rough.
The reason why I like honestly went to UConn like from high school was it was honestly not for a really good reason. It was because I kind of just like was caught in the act of like pleasing others.
Well, and like, you're going D1.
Exactly.
Bro.
I was kind of like there for the high school hype, yo D1, bro, like. Literally, like,
bro.
And like I was considering TCNJ too, like at that time too, but I kind of just like they were like, okay, like you could join the team, and I was like, all right, full send, like full send, all in, and I didn't really think that like I could be so much happier somewhere else. I just kind of
didn't even weigh the options.
Yeah, I got caught up on like, yo, people are like noticing me for being track, like. After high school, nobody cares what you did in high school. You know, like it's. I look back on them like, dude, I honestly should have just went to TCNJ.
It means so much when you were there, though. It's like, I gotta play these.
It's popular.
It's so important. I can't mess up.
But yeah, that's actually how I got into like UConn and everything. But yeah, I've loved my transfer back.
And where's UConn? UConn's Connecticut, University of Connecticut. Right?
Yeah,
it's cold.
3.5 hours away. Yeah,
it's cold.
I had 8 a.m.s where the temperature was like 15 degrees when I woke up.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
It was bad.
That's terrible. I had a few 8 a.m.s, but not quite 15 degrees. So now you're at TCNJ, and you're running for TCNJ. Are you doing cross country and track, or just track? Or
just track. So
how does it work? How does the whole like cross country track? How does that work?
Yeah, so I was gonna get into that. So so I'm a mid distance runner, 400, 800, and the 4A group is like a really interesting group. Like different coaches have different aspects of it. At UConn, I didn't run cross country, but I trained with the distance team. And so I did a lot more mileage than I was even like used to in high school. Like I was constantly just like
with the guys putting on the miles.
Oh, dude, there were some kids that hit 110-mile weeks.
That's crazy.
It's insane. Like. I was getting up to like 45, and even that was hard for me. Yeah,
easy. You're like, dude, they putting on another 50 miles a week.
Literally,
it's really crazy.
In high school, I did like max like 30. Like,
why do you need to do more? Like, you know, like looking back at it.
So I told like my UConn coach a couple times, like I'm not like a distance runner. Like throw me in a 400, I'll run like a 49.50. Like. I'm not a distance runner, but he just kind of never got around that, and he just treated me like I was like a 8-miler instead. Was bad for me. Just I was constantly like kind of like hurt every now and then. Like it just wasn't a good feeling. The coach at TCNJ, he treats the Sprint 4-8 group as long sprinters.
Okay.
So we do.
I mean, that's kind of what you are, right? Like
yeah.
A long sprinter.
But we don't do a lot of like distance, to be honest.
Long runs and stuff.
Yeah. No. We run like twice a week of like actual distance runs. The rest is all like either workouts like on the track, or it's like loose build-ups, like stuff that'll like prep you for those days, and just like maintain like a kind of a faster intensity than like distance running.
Yeah.
And I definitely like that a lot more, because I felt like the thing that was wrong at UConn was I was just getting hurt because I'm not a distance runner.
So much volume. So much volume. And I just wasn't used to it. I wasn't prepared. So, so at TCNJ, the coach doesn't have me run cross country. We train throughout the fall, like a little lighter stuff, but then we get into the season. We have like a time trial in like mid-October, and then we start rolling with like the sprint workouts, and it's like, I mean, in winter last year I got a personal best in the indoor 4 and in the indoor 8. So whatever he's doing is working. Yeah.
I couldn't carry that to spring because spring got canceled, but
So
but I'm happy where things are. I'm excited to improve, and I think that's the right coaching style for me.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So let me ask, so you did D1 and now you did D3.
Mm-hmm.
Is there that much of a difference when it comes to practicing and training and coaching? Is it like there's so much of a higher level of training and coaching, or is it more just like the pressure of achieving with like a time and hitting a time and winning?
So obviously there's like D1 like amazing coaches and like win awards and like win nationals and
like
stuff.
Like Houston track is like
sure, yeah, and like let's say like NAU for distance running. But if I gotta be honest, like it's not really like the coaches. I feel like it's just like the kids that come in. If you have like better kids, you could literally be doing the same workouts, but just like different times. So I do feel like the intensity is honestly still the same. It's just a lower level. That's all.
And it's also what the kids want to do in their future. Like if, at TCNJ, you might not have kids that want to go pro, like maybe at UConn, and they're taking it more serious. And they're taking other things more serious at TCNJ, like grades, academics, whatever it may be.
D3 track is more like the kids. Don't really like they're good at track, like they want to do track, but they know they're not going to go pro. They're gonna just like focus on having a good time, getting better, and
friends, take care of their life.
I felt so much like literally like my first few weeks at TCNJ, I made so much more friends than I made at UConn my whole year on being on the team.
Wow.
And the thing I also love about TCNJ is that so the coaches. The genders are actually mixed, so it's the coaches train both the male and the females. So we practice with the girl team.
Dude, the girls put in work when it comes to long distance.
Oh, they put in work
no matter what. Actually.
Yeah, honestly. But so I actually really like that because like first off, you get more people to just like work out with. But it's just like it just brings like a whole nother like more friends
to do after track.
Exactly.
More people to know. That's
at UConn, the teams were completely separate. And if I have to be honest, I've heard from people that like literally like some of the coaches said like stay away from the other team. Like they just didn't mix at all, and it was
probably totally different coaching options.
I got cut, and I knew like 5 girls' names. It was pretty bad, and I didn't enjoy that either. I was like, where's the camaraderie? Like where's like the team aspect? So
you did D1 track. Do you have any time to like? Because I went to college, I went to Rowan. And freshman year, like you have so much time to meet friends. And if that's what you want to do, go to parties, whatever it may be. Did you find yourself lacking free time to be able to meet people, do what you want to do, enjoy some of the campus opportunities, or did you have enough time to do any of those things? Or
so at UConn, I would say I didn't have much time. So I was in the honors program there, and I literally like this was my like. Let's say like my Wednesday of fall semester.
All right.
8 a.m.s. I had like literally 3 back-to-back classes until lunch. I had an hour and a half of lunch, which I was grateful for. Then after lunch, I think it was like 1:30 to like 3 classes. Right after that class, I basically had to like run all the way to the locker room, get changed, ready for practice. It was like at 3:30, I think. Yeah. And then we had practice until like 5:36.
Okay.
Sometimes a lift after.
Okay.
We get dinner, and then the freshmen actually had a study hall, mandatory study hall. I think it was from like 7 to 9. So like we just had to like go to do work there.
Make sure you do your work. Yeah.
After, if I was still hungry, like I'd go to like a late night thing, just like have a quick bite.
Oh yeah.
Go back to my dorm. It's like 10:30. Literally gotta go to bed in like an hour. Like I just do more work, go to bed. Literally next day again.
How many classes were you taking? Like a semester?
I was taking like 5, I think.
So you were taking a full same amount as me. Oh my god.
It was. I literally had no time. I was like just drowning in work.
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
My fall semester, I barely had a social life at all. I think I went to like 1 or 2 track parties, and to be honest, I didn't even really enjoy them. Like. Yeah. But TCNJ, I still take about the same amount of classes, but I feel like since like our team is like so connected and everything, any chance that we can get, we hang out,
help each other on home.
Exactly. Like if we have like even let's say it's like middle of the week night, and like I did my work for the rest of the day. Like I would like hit up one of my boys. Like we'd go do something. You know? We'd hang out. We'd go to his dorm or something.
And it's easy. It's like right next door.
Yeah. It was.
That's the one part about college that I do miss.
Yeah, like it was like TCNJ just feels so much more social. Everyone's more accepting. Good
for you, man. Good for you.
I mean, the parties like the frat parties like obviously
probably not touching UConn. Maybe not touching UConn.
Yeah.
Maybe not touching UConn. Who knows? I don't know.
But still, like it's a lot better.
Good for you, man. Yeah. That's awesome. So, what's your degree?
I'm studying computer science.
Damn. That's what my brother did. Yeah, that's what my brother did.
It's tough. Yeah. I'm still kind of like on the basic side.
Yeah.
Actually, because I had to transfer, I had to be put into freshman level computer science courses. Yeah, because I had to learn the languages that they taught instead of UConn.
Instead of what UConn taught, yeah.
So I'm still kind of on the basic side, but I'm intrigued. I can't really see myself doing anything else. Like my dad does it, so
cool.
Yeah, man, it's a good outlet.
Yeah, my brother does. He has a computer science degree, and he does credit card software, kind of like credit card security, cyber security.
Oh yeah,
so that's what he does.
Yeah. What do you do?
Well, I was at college freshman year, and then last year I went to Mercer for fall and spring semester, and then this semester I was gonna go back to Mercer, but I don't think I'm gonna go back to Mercer. And right now I'm grinding on this, so this has been a work in progress. In the beginning, I was just sitting at this desk right here, and I was just talking, and I was talking into a GoPro. So eventually, I'm linking up with this kid, opening my website for this podcast. So that's going to be opened up within the next week, maybe 2 weeks, 10 days, hopefully. Have my website. Eventually start getting some merchandise on there, eventually. But nevertheless, I have my personal YouTube as well. I want to turn both of these into like an income streaming businesses, which is just ideal, try to turn them into a business. So I'm doing that right now. I got a couple other things in mind, but yeah.
What did you study at Rowan?
When I was at Rowan, I was there for marketing. So I was in all the business marketing classes. I was a business science major, I guess they say. And then I went to Mercer, and I was going to transfer, and I was going to get a communications degree. So I didn't really see I applied to Rowan. That was the only school. Number one, that was the only school I applied to.
Yeah.
I applied as a business marketer, and I got accepted. So I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a business marketer for the rest of my life. So then I go.
If you don't vibe with it, you gotta,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I went there, and it wasn't bad. But orientation, you see how many people are going to be a business marketer with you and graduate with you. So you're like, oh damn, all these people are trying to get the same job as me.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I didn't have that good of a time at Rowan. If you want me to be honest, I was just a little lost, just trying to figure things out, away from the fam, doing all that stuff. Long story short, I don't even know where this goes, but I ran like a marathon. I kind of got bored and was unhealthy and was just like unhappy. and I started exercising, started taking my diet. I want to talk to you about diet too, because that's interesting. And then I started taking like just like learning about all this, just like playing with stuff and just trying different things. Started going to the gym. You know, I wasn't seeing too much of like a change, so I was like, damn, I need to see quicker results. So I started running, and then I just kind of fell in love with like the long run day, like the idea of like going for like 5-10 miles, and then yeah, man, I just did 5-10 miles.
Yeah.
You know, when you first like never really run that far, you're like, that's a lot. You know, that's people aren't doing that shit. So then I kind of fell in love with like that whole idea of it, and then I wanted to run a marathon, and then my aunt passed away, and she was sick for a while, but I got involved with a Parkinson's at the New York City Marathon, the Parkinson's Foundation. So I got in there, and it was pretty cool. And then I long story short, I did that, and I realized like, damn, I should have like recorded, like vlogged it, and like done all the training, probably taking it more serious. And then like when you're done with the marathon, it's cool, and then you see other people running it faster, and you're like, oh, maybe I could do it faster. So then all these challenges started building up in my head, and this was around like November, and around the same time I started picking up like books and like financial literacy books and just books, U.S. history books, whatever came my way. I just started like picking it up, because like in high school, like, I was never a reader. Like, I'm not gonna read these books.
I'm not a reader.
What the hell? I'm not reading this shit. But I just found myself just like, I don't know, I just found myself like lost a little bit, and I was like, what are people that are successful doing? They're waking up early, they're exercising, they're reading, they're doing these things. So that's how I first started. Like, about a year ago, I kind of started that journey of just like, all right, I need to start getting healthy, I need to start getting smart, I need to start, you know, like I need to equip myself for life. And then that turned into me just kind of finding, like, I've been watching podcasts for so long, just like Joe Rogan. It starts with Rogan, and then his friends, I pick up their podcast, and I just found myself like, I'll talk someone's ear off, and then like after the conversation, I'll be like, damn, I really just talked for a while. Like, I probably should have let that person talk, or whatever it may be. And then with Corona coming through, you see all these forms of like
streaming and everything.
Everything's changing. Everything's changing. So it's you might as well try to jump on the opportunity, or just get your feet wet. And I just wanted to do it. So I was in school last year while I was doing all this stuff, and I just found myself just not only not happy, and you know, school's okay, but like personally, like, I'm not going to be a doctor. I'm not going to get a computer science degree. I was going to get a communications degree, and where's that going to lead me? Personally, like, it's just not going to lead me to forming my own business and trying to make money off this. Like, if I can spend the next few years trying to turn this into a streaming income and something like that, then that's what I'm going to try to do. That's what I'm going to try to focus myself on. And if that, like, let's say in the long run, I'm really happy with my life, and I only make like $30,000, and I have to figure out how I'm going to survive off $30,000. Like, that's not good, but that's better than hating my life and hating the job that I'm at, if I was in that situation, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And quarantine definitely opened up a lot of like streaming services. Like, everyone went to Twitch and everything.
Joe Rogan signed a deal like he's an athlete, you know what I'm saying? He just signed a Spotify deal. So there's a lot of things going on, but like mainly like the one thing that really changed my life was picking up a book. And then going for a run just changed my life. And then, like, that idea of being in that like state of like nothing else is really like a little bit of ideas, or like some strand thoughts are coming in, but when you're zoned in running, like, you're only really focused on breathing and trying to like not die from holding your breath. You know what I'm saying? So just, as long as you get that oxygen in. But I fell in love with that idea of just keep doing that stuff. So right now, I'm actually trying to start. I actually hurt my groin, so this summer my plan was I was going to drive across America and like go all these different places and run and just train and see all these different places and just travel and see some cool stuff, camp, fish. Then I got hurt, so injury prevention is something that I didn't take serious. And then that day, I knew I didn't warm up that day, and I ran. I got hurt. I'm like, I knew, like, this is one thing that I have to change for the rest of my life if I want to take it serious. So then where I'm at right now is I'm about to buy a bike, and I want to start training for an Ironman. So I want to do a half Ironman, which is Ironman triathlon. Yeah. So it's like I think a half one is like less than 2 mile swim, 56-mile bike ride, and then a half marathon. So like 13 miles afterwards. So not too crazy. Not too. The full Ironman is pretty long. You got like almost 3 mile swim, 120-mile bike ride, 112-mile bike ride,
Yeah.
and then a full marathon ride. That is hard. That is
a bit brutal.
Just the marathon, it's 26 miles is far, but nevertheless, I want to try like a half Ironman. I want to vlog it. Like I want to talk to people like you, interesting, and just start building what I can. I'm only 20 now. If I can start really grinding at something until I'm 22 and start turn this into a stream. Like I can stream income off this. I can have a sponsor off this. I can have sponsors off YouTube or whatever. Let's say I'm not the best runner, but I'm somewhat of a public figure, maybe, whatever it may be. Brooks could come to me and have like a little deal, like, yo, bro, you're not the best runner, but you're gonna make a video, so here you go.
Yeah.
So just having that in the back of my head is something that is just kind of motivated me. But also I like the I want to start training for not just like the regular marathons and stuff. I want to do like the Ironmans, the ultra marathons. You ever heard of like the 100-mile races? I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
So like their ultra marathon is anything farther than a marathon. So like 50-mile races, the Western 100s is like just a 24-hour race, 100 miles long. Ludville 100 is just 100 miles in fucking Ludville, Colorado. So it's crazy stuff, but like it's like stuff that people are just like, damn, people do that, and I don't know why. I'm just like so intrigued with it. I'm just like, I'm drawn to it for some reason. So and then I want to start getting better at running. So I want to do all that stuff. So I might as well try to challenge myself and take running a little bit more serious. You know, take some days on the track, go to the track, and try to see my 400 time and do a 400, whatever it may be. So that's kind of where I'm focused at right now. But yeah, I'm just reading, diving in on information right now, just digging in a whole bunch of different shit. But yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling excited. Hopefully, I just got to get these legs nice and loose. My tight groins and my tight hamstrings. I'm not trying to be injured.
Yeah.
I've been trying to run every single day this summer, but I actually went for a run today. I went for a nice little 2-miler. Feeling good. Had to spend an hour warming up, but it is what it
is. Yeah, no, dude. At TCNJ, I mean, all the kids complain, but it's for a good cause. Exactly. Our coach makes us warm up for like 45 minutes before anything we do.
I look back at it now, like, you got to, you know?
Yeah, and I've dealt with injuries too. Like at UConn, actually, right before UConn in the summer, I had some weird hip thing. I had to take like 3 weeks off, push back my training for a while. At UConn, I had some stuff with. I actually needed to get like the implants in the shoes.
Yeah.
Because my foot was like really like underpronated. So I need to like raise it up a little bit. Yeah. Like that was just like a minor issue. But yeah, and then at TCNJ actually, like sometime in October, like I had some like overuse stuff, just like hip, like groin too. So what I do now is I definitely like warm up before like everything I do for like at least like 15-20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And during the year, even when I wasn't even hurt, I still went to the trainers. They stretched me out, like strengthening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do all those things in order to like, because like running is like you do the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's just constant overuse. So you want to like cut off the chance that like you could overuse something.
Yeah.
So just like all the strengthening, all the stretching, like that's what like maintains you throughout it.
For sure. So diet. I found myself trying, and I still do. I want to. I went like kind of plant-based vegan for just like 2-3 weeks just to try it, and then I found myself it was cool. And then this is what I mainly do. I mainly do like just a natural, no processed foods. I very rarely only have like maybe once every in a while I have like a protein bar, but other than that, like it's really just salads, whole grain bread, natural peanut butter, beans, and mainly salad, some chicken, a lot of just plant. I try to stay plant based, and that's like, do you guys follow that? I know. And then I found myself. So this is where I was. I was trying to like lose all this weight because I got a little chunky freshman year of college, and I wasn't playing soccer. First year, not playing soccer, so eating all the food that I normally do, and the college diet is horrible. You know, all the fast food. Right now, you got Domino's, Pizza Hut, all in one Serenity. But nevertheless, I was there, and I was just unhealthy. And damn, I kind of forgot where I was going with this. What was I saying?
Well, you're on your plant-based diet.
Plant-based diet.
Yeah.
So do you find, I basically found myself, I'm a little skinny now. So I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be running a lot and training for a freaking Ironman, I'm not trying to be like losing weight. I kind of figured out a diet to lose weight, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To train and lose weight and not eat too much. And then I was like, oh shit, like should I be plant-based? Like am I going to get enough caloric dense food? So like what do you guys eat like as like college runners?
So, there's not like we're not given like a set diet. Obviously, it's just whatever people decide. I know like a couple kids that
I
like
go hard in certain stuff. Right?
they like.
I think I just obsess over it just because. Like why not? Like,
Yeah, so I have a couple friends that like don't really care about diet at all. They don't eat like vegetables at all. Really, like it's still works out
and
for
it
them.
still works out. It still works.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like. Everyone on the team kind of has like a high metabolism, so like low key we can eat whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
But my diet, basically, I try to get in at least one meal of like vegetables. I would literally feel like disgusting if I just went the whole day without eating like any
Your
like.
pores are just.
Yeah, no, like that's like my motivation. I just try to like eat as healthy as possible.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to just like. One of the meals maybe just like not do that, like just fill yourself up,
nice
pizza or something.
Oh, yeah.
But as long as because like I am still training, I'm still like I'm still losing calories every day and everything. Just the like the healthy portion of the diet like does help that out.
Yeah.
I have one of my close friends. He used to like not really eat vegetables at all, and then this past summer he's like. I want to get better, and he was thinking of ways that like he could help like help himself off the track, and he decided to like pick up like eating like more healthy, and now he's like, wow, how have I not done this before? Like he eats some like every day, and like he's just like I feel great, and like this is definitely gonna help me break this time. Like, I mean, really, diet does.
It does.
It's a pretty big part, and. Like, the kids that don't really take it seriously, like, I'm just thinking, like, they could have so much more potential.
They could have more potential.
Like, they could be better. Like, I'm not saying, like, maybe, like, oh, like, you start eating, like, vegetables, you're going to drop your time to, like, 2 seconds, but you would just be healthier in general, and that would really help out.
Your body kind of is craving these natural foods. That's how I convinced myself it, is, like, your body is naturally craving the stuff that's probably growing out of the freaking ground with us. Mm-hmm. So it's like you probably should start eating that stuff.
Yeah.
But like I said, I picked up this book called End of Dieting. Just like a doctor basically breaking down all the scientific facts of this, that.
Well, with the diet.
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But like, I find myself sometimes obsessing over it.
Yeah, you don't want to get to like that level.
Yeah.
You want to just like keep in your conscience, like, hey, I want to eat healthy. Yeah. It's okay if I have like a sneak meal like every now and then, because like over obsessing is like what could cause like the psychological issues.
Yeah,
of, like,
and then you start thinking everything
of
else.
Like health disorders and stuff. Like those are definitely not good. You don't want to stay away from those. But
for sure.
But yeah, so. Definitely keeping a good diet will help you train and everything.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you don't have to like over obsess over like if you like stop eating vegetables like let's say for like a week or something, you're not gonna like just like ruin your life. You know, like you can get right back on track.
Start crying in the sun. Yeah. But all right, let's see. All right, any athletic goals like this year? I know COVID threw off the whole entire track season, huh?
Yeah, we lost the whole spring and actually this whole fall. There's no cross country, none of that.
Damn, so there's probably going to be no. Would you be mad if college football happened? Because it makes probably hella money, and they're
still trying to make it happen.
I know they're going to try everything to make it happen.
I mean, I don't do cross country, so like I can't really I can't really feel too upset about it, but I can totally understand like how kids that do cross country, why they would not be able to race, not touch each other, just like run alongside each other, while there's guys like
contact sport,
literally just like sweating on each other. Like, yeah, I would probably be upset if I was like that, but I mean, NCAA they kind of just do whatever they got to do.
They do whatever they need to do.
They're very. they have like tons and tons of rules for every little thing, and
right?
it's so annoying.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
and that's also a part too. I was thinking about maybe going to a small college and playing soccer, or going to a small college running track. Just something small, have fun. But then the NCAA doesn't let you try to make a business from that. It won't really let you try to make money off that. So it's like, damn, even from that, it's like, that's, and then just looking at it from like the surface face, like, these kids can't use their name that you're selling to sell themselves. It's so crazy. It's hypocrisy.
They don't allow you to like monetize yourself at all. Like there was one of the most like controversial ones that I remember is this kid named Ryan Trahan. If you know him,
no.
He was a Texas A&M runner, and he started a business. Well, he had like a YouTube and everything.
Okay.
And he started like a business of like these water bottles, like they were like pretty cool water bottles and everything. They were selling off a lot. And NCAA was like, "What are you doing? Like, you can't say that you're a Texas A&M runner and then just be like, buy my bottles." Like, big fight over that. Like court got involved and everything. What ended up happening was he had to decide to either drop his business or drop track. He actually ended up dropping track.
Yeah, I think I did.
He had to leave NCAA
to do his thing. Because there are a few YouTube track runners. There's this kid Zach Levitt. Who did William and Mary cross country. I think he was a state champion. I think he's our age.
Oh yeah, Zach Levitt. Yeah, he like travels around like.
Yeah, that's one of the kids I found his stuff. I was like, oh, and then he's sponsored by Nike, so he's a little bit of like an inspiration right there. But he runs fast.
Yeah,
he
kind of just like dropped from the system, like did his own thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he had to try to monetize himself, so that's respect though. But he's got his own business, got his own podcast, but. What are you going to do? So, any athletic goals? Do you have any, like, Ironmans, marathons, ultra, anything in mind? After college, post-college, pre-college, during this year? I don't know.
So, I'm not a distance runner, so I low-key don't have, like, a marathon, like, in the works.
Not in the works?
Not in the works, nah. That's all you, man. That's all you. My goals in college is to just be the best runner I could be at TCNJ. Like see where I can go, like maybe like regional, like national level, like at D3, stuff like that. That's probably like my goals for TCNJ. Out of college, like I'll definitely still run and train. But like I don't really know like what I'd be training for. Like I'm perfectly fine with just like running to stay healthy, like stay fit. I feel great like coming off a run, like doing some work, and I think like that'll just keep me maintaining like running. I don't have to like necessarily have like oh I have to run a marathon in a year or something. I'm perfectly fine without like having a goal like that. But who knows? Maybe like if I'm still fit after, like I could like do some like unattached like races, just like just to train for something. But yeah, those are kind of my goals right now.
Dude, this is
no Ironmans, no 100 miles.
No. You don't want to join me, bro? You don't want to come?
No.
Dude, no one else wants to come. What the hell? That's why I got to bring a camera along, because no one wants to freaking come. But anything else you want to talk about, bro? We kind of got everything. Nice little 40 minutes. Anything else you want to talk about?
Not that I can think of. Yeah.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling
Dude,
good. You can cover a lot.
When I'm healthy, I gotta come train with you a little bit. Once my leg, once my hip, once everything's all laterally.
Yeah, I mean,
kinetically in chain.
So with my training these days, because my coach doesn't have us do a lot of volume, my distance days are like 4 milers, like 5 milers.
What's your pace on those days?
I'm usually between like 7 flat, 7:30, per mile. Yeah, so
so you wouldn't kill me. Once I see people throwing out 5s and shit, it's like,
like I'll occasionally, if I'm feeling really like risky, I'll like dip the average pace under 7.
A tempo run, and then you start going.
Yeah, like I've had a couple runs that were like 6:45, 6:50, but like never anything really. Like I don't think I've ever had a run that was under 6, like ever. Like it's just But yeah, like if you get healthy, like while we're still like not as like a training as a team, like any day.
I know
like
soon you guys are probably gonna get.
When
are you guys gonna start training for spring semester?
Well,
if you guys have
we might have winter tracks still. It's still up in the air, but if we do have that, we'll probably start like training for that like November-ish or something.
Okay.
Like when we can finally get together as like team and stuff.
Yeah.
But like until then, like other than the days where I go to the track to be with the boys, like like distance runs and stuff, like I'll just do on my own.
Yeah.
Like if you're healthy by then, like we could probably meet up for like a 4 or 5 mile run. Something.
And you like the track workouts better? You like what do you like? The 400 workouts, the 800? They're all kind of dead.
We usually have either like tempo workouts or like we have the aerobic workouts and anaerobic workouts. I'll probably say that the anaerobic ones, the shorter ones, like the faster, more
Once you
more
get
reps.
10, you're done. You're like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, like some of my workouts this week, like Monday, it's like 2x1K and 4x600, and it's like pretty fast paces.
Yeah,
like that's like the longer workout.
Yeah.
And then the Wednesday one was like 3x5, 3x4. I felt so much better on that one than like the 1Ks and stuff. It was brutal. Yeah, it was bad.
Damn. Dude, I gotta get out there. I gotta get out there with the kid. Guys,
you gotta get healthy first.
I gotta get healthy, and then I gotta get out there. We gotta make sure the weather stays warm so our muscles stay nice and loose. That's what we can't have this cold weather trick up on us.
Yeah, just make sure you do some good stretching.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. That was my fault for not doing it before, but it is what it is. So
yeah, you live and you learn.
You live and you learn. You live and you learn. Everybody, thank you so much for watching this podcast. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much to my man Roman. We got a chess player and a track star in the freaking building right now, guys. If you enjoyed this podcast, please smash that like button. Check out the Instagram. Link will be in the description. Everything will be in the description. All the links, all the good stuff will be in the description. Smash that like button. Drop a comment. Hit the subscribe button.
Subscribe.
Take it easy, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.